What's up, Rupert here. In this video, I want to explore this idea of ownership and responsibility and this idea of access over ownership, right? Now, when I say ownership, I'm talking about owning land, owning material things, physical assets. And, we all kind of want to own these things. There's lots of people that want to get on land and own the land so that they can be there. But what do they actually really want? They want some security, right? They want to know they can stay there for as long as they want. And they want to be able to some autonomy in decision making. But even if you go through this process of legally owning it, whether it's a vehicle or a piece of land, you have to put down an amount of energy and an amount of capital to get that privilege. You still have to exist within a predetermined cultural frame. You still have to follow some rules, and if you don't follow those rules, your ownership will be taken away. And so what I did in my life is I flipped that, right? Like I was in a position where I really wanted to get on land, I really wanted to grow food, I really wanted to build community, but I had no resources to do it, no financial resources, no material wealth to just make it happen. So what I did was I reframed it, and I figured out, well, how can I take responsibility for things? How can I just start taking on as much responsibility as possible, right? And Jordan Peterson helped a lot with that. And when I changed my mind state around that, my responsibility grew. My legal ownership of things didn't necessarily grow, but here I am managing this beautiful 52 acres in the Numbumbar Valley, looking after projects across the road. Have this not-for-profit I'm responsible for. These 52 acres I'm responsible for. All of these physical and material assets I'm responsible for. I don't own any of it, but I'm responsible for it, and better yet, I'm paid to be responsible for it. So rather than buying all these things, then having to be responsible for the upkeep and the maintenance and then figuring out where the cash flow comes from to keep all that going, I figured out a way to make myself useful to the people that have all those things, take care of things, take responsibility for things, and I feel like I own it. Now you might say, oh, well, you still got to sit within the frame of the owner, and if that agreement goes bad or wants to sell, then you're off. And it's like, yeah, that's all true. It's all true as well. You're always sitting within a larger frame, but I'm still trying to extend that frame as long as possible, right? Through good, sound agreements that work for everybody involved. I'm trying to take responsibility for this asset. It's not mine, but I'm taking responsibility for the guy that does own it. I'm helping him be responsible for it. And in the process, I'm rewarded, I'm compensated, and I get to live this amazing dream. It's so amazing. Now, if you want to get on land, grow food, build community, and maybe you want to be paid to do it, or maybe you have another dream, maybe your dream's slightly different, doesn't matter. If you've got this dream, you want to activate it, bring it into reality, today is the last day to join Clarify Your Context 4-week course. Super accessible. It's the last module of the PDC. This is all the stuff that's like behind the scenes, the most potent stuff that I've used in the last, say, 8 to 10 years to get me here, living the dream, where every day I'm pinching myself going, wow, this is amazing. And I'm only just now starting to imagine something better than this, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what happens the next coming years. Anyway, Clarify Your Context tonight. It starts. Today's the last day. If you want to jump on, send me a message or DM. We can talk about discount rates. Peace.